Hello and welcome to the stream. I'm Sami Laakso from Snowdale Design and I'm today going to again illustrate and draw a card for Lands of Galzyr. And if anyone watching could confirm that music and sound and video and everything is working fine, that would be great. YouTube was a little bit apprehensive today and there were some hiccups. But I think the stream should be working just fine now. But if anyone can make sure, that would be helpful. But without further ado, I'm going to start drawing. So today I'll have a card like this. And here's a better version. So it's a disguise kit, and with that you will be able to have some rerolls for all communication skill checks, in addition to gaining success if you sneak with the item. It can be might be a little bit early for the stream, but people can still watch it later as recorded stream. Currently showing that there are some people watching, and if anyone can confirm that everything is working properly, it would be helpful. But if not, I'm still going to start drawing and hope that everything is fine. I can check on the YouTube myself. I can check on the YouTube myself. It seems to be working somewhat good. So I'll start drawing. And with this, I think I'm actually going to change up the illustration just a bit. Like in this version, the disguise kit has many different items in it, but I plan on removing the mask and replacing it with some sort of small carrying case that players can then imagine having whatever inside, instead of being exactly these items. I think that would work nicely. Maybe we can find another use for the mask in some other item. But for now, let's turn off the draw colors, as I'm going to fix the line art first. So I'm not sure if I'm going to leave the glasses, but I'm at least going to remove the mask. Let's group those together. Like so, and let's create a new layer. And add some sort of box, and for that I have this grid layer here that I can use to add all sorts of boxes in the correct perspective. If this is where I want to position it, somewhere around there, I think. Whoops, don't do that.
Maybe there about should be good. I'm going to draw on top, use this just as a guideline, but I will be it helps to keep the perspective right when I have it like this. Welcome to the stream, Frankie, and if you can confirm that music and sound is coming out fine, it would be helpful. I might want to turn the music just a little bit up so you can hear it better, like that. So I think you just tuned in. I'm going today drawing this item disguise kit, which helps when you do a communication skill check or sneak. And in this version here you can see the mask and the glasses. I'm going to remove the mask, not sure about the glasses yet, but I'm going to replace it with some sort of little box that can have plenty of stuff, so it's even more kit-like, so disguise kit instead of just certain items, and then players can then imagine themselves what the box might have in it, so you should work even better that way. Thanks for confirming that the stream is working fine. I was having some difficulties earlier with YouTube not starting the stream for some reason, but it looks to be fine now. So I'm going to just use this box that I have in the correct perspective as the bottom, and then have some sort of small box here. I have no idea which kind of box I'm going to make it, but we'll see. I had at least an idea that it could have some feathers like coming out of it to give some impression of having various kinds of stuff in it that you can use to disguise your appearance somewhat. I think I want to have it a little bit open. Something like this. You can turn that off for a moment. So feel like that, and then some sort of small lid. I often have the illustrations in like the line art already done for these streams, so I can concentrate on just polishing everything. But this time, well, I didn't have time to do that, and maybe it also makes a little bit different and more an interesting stream, so you can see what I go through the illustrations. Just that it can sometimes take quite a long time to find the perfect shape and composition that I'm happy. So that's why I sometimes skip, or often skip this in the streams, so I know have better understanding on how long the stream will be. maybe some kind of small box like this, with some sort of closing mechanism on the front. Not sure yet, but we'll get there. That might be even a little bit too small. Let's rotate this mirror part a little bit. Could also be like this. Let's see. Probably better this way. Just have to always take into account the items or these elements on top of the illustration, like value and stuff. Not entirely sold on the box yet, but let's see if I can, for example, make it smaller in that dimension. And maybe a little bit larger overall. Something like that. And I'm thinking about adding some feathers, like coming from the box. Maybe of different colors. Maybe one over here or something. The box is looking a bit boring. Could have some sort of emblem over there, or something. Maybe it's a bit, I think maybe it looks a bit too tall, but it's still, I wanted to have the room inside so you could imagine all of this stuff going inside of it. Frankie is asking what's my tablet brand / model. So I'm using Wacom, just a pen. Here. This is a Wacom Cintiq 27-inch model. Let's see if I can show it a little bit. Here. It's on an arm, so I can rotate and move it around. Yeah, it's a Wacom, and if you're starting out, I still do recommend Wacom. They have really also nice entry-level tablets. This is quite an expensive one as it has a screen built in, but I drew many years with one of those black tablets that doesn't have a screen, but you just draw on it. But those are also really valid choices to use, and when you are just starting out. I think this could work like this. Let's see how some of these colors, how it looks. These are really rough shapes for now, but I'll polish them up once I'm happy with the layout. Let's see. And I'm going to adjust the colors as well, just blocking out and seeing how it looks. Let's put the feathers on their own layer as well. For now. Not thinking too much about the colors at this moment. The box is awfully bright. Something like that, but I'm not happy with the boxes. It's boring looking for now. Frank is saying Wacom is amazing. I just got an iPad Air, recommended 100% too. Yeah, some of the newer iPads and the Apple Pencils can also be really a nice way to start drawing, because, well, if you get a drawing tablet, you will get it mostly just for drawing. But if you get a tablet, like an iPad, you can still use it for other stuff as well. So it's not like a total investment in just drawing. I want to add some sort of little some little detail to the box to make it stand out better. I think I'm thinking of some sort of emblem on top of it. I think I know what I want to actually put here. Let's see if I can
it. Let's see. These are the Peacemaker's cards, but I'm looking for these masks. I think it might be fun detail to add these. There. Let's see if I have there. There, let's take those. Something like that could look quite fun. Frankie is asking, do I create a color palette before I start drawing or just go with the flow? Usually your games have pretty harmonious colors. Yes and no. I do sometimes use palettes and sometimes not. And sometimes I just like take some other cards that I have already drawn and then look what colors I have used in those. And yeah, I think it would be helpful to create a palette, but I also have drawn so many cards in the same style that I have like some understanding or like knowledge on what colors I usually like to use and what would work with each of them. I think the faces here would look also work really nicely with the card, as it has tags fancy and shady, and it kinda reminds of those two faces. But if we go there, I think I would like to use some of the other things like the colors and patterns from this as well, so it would be even more, also more of a homage to this. And I also like that the color of this card pack is actually like this purple, which is this disguise kit is mostly a sneaking item. As you can see here, the sneak effect is the most powerful one in this card. And sneaking is on the player board. You can see here that it's here on the top. It's this purple color, that thievery. So I often like to use some of these colors, not always, but if they work in the image, I like to use one of these colors that corresponds to the skill that the item is really good in. Like this is really good in sneaking, which is a thievery verb. So I like to use purple in some way. So I think I'm going to make the box quite purple. Let's see how much I can steal from my previous game. So so for some reason I just thought it is going to be like homage to this, so it's going to be a little bit different from like usual illustrations where I draw just new stuff, but this will be also some like photoshopping. Because of that, it's okay. I think I like those here in the corners. Just put that in my reference folder. Let's remove the feathers for now. faces on their own layer. Super nice. Just steal them. Still have to adjust them, but it's a good starting point. This ends up being way more photoshopping than drawing, but I will no worries, I will draw more as well. Just came up with the idea of using some motifs from the card packs from Don's Peacemakers, so why not? I think that's starting to look... Yeah, I'll call that recycling. And like Easter eggs, both are positive things, right? I still want to... see where this would be best. Want there to be a little bit overlap, I think. Let's see how much. Maybe like that could be already. I might want to. I already changed this once to be more upright, but I think I'm going to move it back down to have them overlap a little bit more. In the previous version it wasn't looking as good, but this new one, I think some overlap there could be nice. Final layer where I draw this again with a little bit more polish, even
So I'm not going to use these layers, this line art layer. It still helps me draw the final one a lot nicer when the line art is more polished here. Even let's turn that off so I can see better. And I just love making stuff look a little bit used, so I will add all sorts of cracks there. now I'm closer to what I usually start the streams with, as I have managed to get the base done and happy with like the way it looks. And you never quite have. I'm never quite sure how long it takes, so that's why I usually do it off stream. But now you could see this side as well. If I want to add some feathers inside the box, maybe. now as I'm happy with the shapes, and we'll have to finalize the colors before continuing onwards. Let's see how it looks on the actual card here. Yeah, at least the mirror like makeup thingy box. Not sure how it clamshell, but it's really cold. I probably want to change the color of that to make it stand a bit more from the background. Let's see if I can do just some tricks here. Maybe make it a little something like brown and purple, so it will tie the items as a bit better as a set. And either make it a lot darker or lighter. Maybe lighter to stand out from the background. Maybe something like that. I want to use. Always when there's multiple items, I want to make them look like a set instead of random pieces just thrown together. Like now they're already looking a lot more like a set. Welcome back, Frankie. Did some breakfast. That's always good. We'll have to see if I want to add the feathers in or not. It might get a bit busy with them. Maybe just one or two. Yeah, I think it might be okay to have a few to make it more like a set or kit that could have like anything in it. Yeah, I think I'm going to add just a couple. Let's turn those off for now. Maybe something like that could work. Ville is again sad for no Kenzie cam. Oh well, it's always hard to know where he's going to nap. And usually he's there on a chair. I'm not sure if you're joking, but knowing you are probably not joking. So I think I'm kind of happy how it's looking right now, so I can move to the next step of adding texture on the whole thing. Music is a little bit high compared to higher than my voice. I can move like that. Of course, it's now just between two tracks, so you can't even hear it. But maybe it's better now. Based on the levels, it looks like my voice is going a bit higher than the music.
welcome to the stream, Bartek. Said that the voice levels are better. That's good for the music level in this case. You didn't get against Cam, but you at least can hear him crying for food. Here he is, so hope you're still here, Ville, so you can say hi to Kenzie. He wants to be on the stream, well he got to be here. Let's see if you can be on the stream and purr. Kenzie, you're not famous now. One happy cat. Welcome to the stream, Martin, and hi, Kenzie ASMR. Yeah, should like turn the music down, microphone up, some ASMR. This is what you came here for, right? Welcome to the stream, Sir Tekos. Looking forward to our game on Sunday. I will have to excuse myself for just a few seconds to go give him food. Alright, now if he continues to cry, it's because he wants to play, but at least he has food. So next thing I need to do, let's see, add shadows. Yeah. That's just him communicating and probably wanting to play, because he can never play enough. focus off. Almost. Let's turn the opacity down. And as for these, let's see. We have that kind of drop shadow, but I think I'm going to modify it. Try to make them look like they're protruding from the top of the lid. Something like that. I'm going to make it look better in the final. Of course, I'm going to draw on top of it. Let's take a little shortcut where we can.
Of course we keep on going, though everybody know it.
Something like that.
About a way we tied it loose ends up, I'm sorry. Be cool, go on and fake it. We still know we will break it. We make the same mistakes we always made, and now let's face it.
The chat came alive as soon as Kenji came on the camera, and when he left, the chat died. As expected. Sure, Tekos is asking, can I say how long drawing one card from start to finish takes approximately? Can't speak. Is sure some cards take more time than others, but rough estimation would be nice. So I started this stream hour 15 minutes ago, and I already had maybe half an hour into this card, and it's maybe half an hour, 45 minutes or so to get the card completed right now. But this is a little bit on the complicated side because it has so many parts in it. But usually it's between 2 and 3 hours or so, and simple items are a bit faster than the more complicated ones, and companions or like character illustrations take a bit longer, like 1 hour more usually, to get them completed. So that should give you rough idea for card illustrations. And of course some other parts can take longer if they are larger in scope. Yes, so Teko says that it's less than he thought, but then again I have quite some practice. Yeah, first images when I started drawing like a lot for Dale of Merchants, definitely took a longer time for the first game, but then I gained more experience. I had drawn before that, but not quite in the same scale, not quite as much, and like in similar style. Martin is asking, will the mirror actually reflect something? I'm probably going to leave it something like it is right now, if only because from this perspective it should probably just mirror the person looking at this card. But if it were in some different orientation, like it would actually mirror some of these elements, like this brush, I might add something like that, but in this current orientation it wouldn't make much sense to show anything on it. But even though it might sound not that much per item or per card, but then you can multiply that by a few hundred for the game. So then the number becomes quite large on how long it takes to draw everything. Then it's just adding the final detail layer and the shadow below everything. Let's do the shadows. Also always grounds the artwork quite literally. and then fixing all the little things. For example, make this look more part of this artwork and not just some crappy Photoshop. That already helps a lot.
sure, Teka's saying there's a lot of details. Yeah, this is the part where I feel like the artwork usually really comes alive. And this is also the part where it's often unclear when when the artwork is ready. I just add details until I'm satisfied. Do I ever feel that an artwork is 100% ready? Yes and no. And sometimes I can feel like it's ready, and then when I go back to it, when I see it like 2 years later, and oh well, I could maybe not do better then, but maybe I could do better now. But yeah, I think everyone who creates stuff has that sort of feelings from time to time. now it's starting to be really nice, and I think doing anything more would probably not result in great addition or increase in quality. Just adding final tweaks to the colors. So the Shirtekos is saying that I think that's often this. I mean, you also improve in your craft, and after a few years you probably would have done things a bit more different. Yep, exactly. Let's see how it looks on the actual card. I think it's quite nice. One thing that I do want to try to improve is the contrast between this makeup clamshell bowl thingy and the floor. So it's easier to see where one ends and where the other one begins. Now it's easier to see the bottom edge of that. The box is definitely not what I first had in mind when I started doing this, but I think it turned out quite nice. Like some sort of marble box or something. And those who have played Peacemakers might notice the slight nod to it. Bartek is asking, do I reuse the same floor/table background on all item cards? Yes, I do have the same floor on everything. I did try out things to begin with, like they would have different kind of tablecloth below them, for example, depending on which category the item kind of belongs to, but not all cards belong to a single category in that way. And also made it possible to just have a single background for the items themselves, like do the heavy lifting or go like at the your eye catches to the actual item and somewhat can ignore the background when it's the same for all of them. So it's highlighting the item more and background less. Kinda same idea that I had in Tale of Merchants, where the background is the same for everything except for the color, because that makes a gameplay difference in that game, in Tale of Merchants. But you can concentrate on the actual item instead of some sort of background. I can't deny that it also saves on time, but here is mostly to make it well, it looks better on the table when in your inventory under your adventure board when the backgrounds are the same. I think I'm just going to add a tiny bit more definition to this, like make the insides a bit darker, just so this edge will show up a little bit better. Make the insides darker everywhere. Like that, there's more contrast between the edge here and the inside. And lastly, I want to move this a little bit down. Not much, but just a hint. Yeah, looks better that way. Sir Tekos asking what tablet device I use for drawing digitally. I answered it earlier in the stream, but I'll answer it again. I'm using a Wacom Cintiq 27-inch. Like here you can see, just barely, can't move my webcam too much. So it's on this kind of hinge where I can draw directly onto the drawing, but there are plenty of entry-level models which do not have the screen on them, where they have just a black tablet where you can draw on it. Bartek is saying it's great to hear how much thought you put in all details. Everything has a reason from design or gameplay point of view. Thank you. Yeah, it's pretty much nothing just like happens, but rather goes through a thought process of what should we do, why should we do it, and so forth. And ultimately, mostly it has to either serve the story or gameplay. And like in Dale of Merchants, it's mostly, for example, gameplay, but in Galzyr it's pretty much both gameplay and story, and can't like we try to avoid making decisions that would make either of them worse. Or mesh together less. now I'm starting to be really happy with the illustration, so let's take another look in the actual card. Well, it looks pretty much the same, but it's always a bit different to see the correct name and effects, even though I have layers where I can look here how it appears on the card, but it has some random effects and tags and so forth. Here I can see the correct context. Yep. I think I'm happy with this and how it turned out. As said, not exactly what I had in mind before the stream, but that's cool. So I think this will end the stream, today's stream, and I thank everyone for coming along. I'm now looking where the box is, like, for nice ending. Thanks for joining on. I already drew some additional pictures, or well, one picture for Lands of Galzyr. It's an open world adventure game where you can go wherever you want and do whatever you wish. And I'm going to continue doing streams, both gameplay and drawing streams here on YouTube, so be sure to subscribe and follow along. And next Sunday will be time for the next stream, and it will be a gameplay demo, and actually Sir Tekos, who has also joined us in the chat, will be joining the gameplay demo where we'll be playing together and hopefully having some fun adventures. So that's for today, and I hope you a wonderful day. Bye.